All right, y'all. What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to round four of this women's mixed martial arts mashup. Y'all know who I am. I ain't even going to introduce myself. I'm going to introduce my co-host first. Got my man, No Filter MMA in the building. Think he's still getting some situations fixed, but he gonna be right in here in a minute. But here we go, y'all. What's going on, BJ?
What's up, man? How do I sound? We're gonna knock this out early.
Yeah. You sound good. You sound good, man.
Okay. What's up, man? Hey, we back for episode 4, dog.
Round four, man. Round four.
Yes, sir.
We got Marcus Bell in the building, of course.
We getting into the championship rounds, dog.
Hey, yes. We here,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes,
Um,
sir.
man, crazy weekend, man. Crazy. A lot of stuff going on.
Crazy weekend. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Too.
Man,
We got a lot to talk about.
before we get into this good stuff, man, we gonna let some more people come in here. Did you watch the PFL Friday, man? Did you watch it?
See, that's what I missed. I missed the
Man,
PFL.
get off the show. No,
I did miss the PFL. I forgot about the PFL, but it's okay if it's okay if you talk about it. Spoilers. I'm cool with spoilers.
okay, no. I'm gonna just tell you, man. I definitely recommend going back to watch it. Um,
Yeah, I
it
heard some stuff. I heard about that Connor Watanabe and
yeah,
um, who
Bishop.
was it? A Jenna Bishop fight. They said Jenna Bishop dogged it out, man.
Oh man, like
Yeah,
they was going to
yeah.
war. They was going to war, man. So I
Okay.
recommend checking it out because it didn't even miss a beat, man. Like with Tyler gone, I was a little mad, but as far as like how it turned out, all the girls they came to fight, and there was like besides like that war, there was finishes, man. I mean, like Liz Carmouche was fighting like she was like her career was on the line, man. And she good over here, but she was killing it, man.
Yeah.
She was killing Alara Iowani's body, man. They were fighting like Dakota up in there, man. They were all going to the body for some reason.
I think that they were all prepared. They all prepared for that. It took a piece out
Yeah,
of Dakota's book. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Because
hmm
I mean, they were preparing for Dakota to be in this season, but obviously she's not. But
hmm
I'm sure they were preparing for that.
Yeah, because Liz Carmouche, she came in, got the quick finish. I'm talking first round, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think do you think they'll try to make that fight now? You think like even if they don't do like a season thing, do you think they'll try to do Dakota versus Liz now?
Well, I think that was always kind of like the end goal. I think that was always kind of what they wanted to like materialize. You know what I'm saying? Like with
Yeah.
the brackets and stuff like that, but it never really happened. But yeah, absolutely, champ versus champ, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, that would. I mean, the way Liz is looking too, man, like she might be more of a problem than Tyler was. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but the way she's been fighting over the past few years, she could be an issue for Dakota,
Well,
maybe.
the thing with Liz Carmouche though, like Liz Carmouche fights like a veteran. She fights like somebody that's been in there with some of the best in the world. She fights like somebody that um, learns from her mistakes and
Yeah.
doesn't fall behind like Tyler does and stuff. Yes. So I mean, it's different.
Yeah, definitely gonna be different. But yeah, check it out, man. Check them out, man, because they were good fights. They had me on the edge of my seat because we was getting
Yeah, I'm
finishes.
gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to watch it for sure.
man, I'm just laughing at Jenna Bishop because that girl got dropped by Connor, but she got right back up and started giving it to
She
Connor.
got. Oh, I might definitely have to watch it. If you telling me she got dropped by Connor Watson, I'll be
Yeah,
like,
this wasn't like look, this wasn't like you saying Angela Hill dropping Amanda Lemos. All right, this
come
was a
on,
real,
Combo Man.
this
Come
was
on,
a
Combo Man.
this was a real knockdown, right?
Now, man,
Man.
we got to do we gonna have to do a co round by round on that fight. We got to go back and watch that fight,
Okay, whatever, whatever, whenever,
bro.
man. But yeah, watch that, man. But yeah, the fights on the 314, man. I got most of my picks, even the men's fights. I did, man. What'd you think of 314?
Yeah, I got a lot of my picks right too, man.
Yeah.
Especially as far as the men too. I had a feeling in my gut that Patty was going to beat Michael Chandler. You know, that's really the fight I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
I know that I know that me and Taylor did that pre-fight, and we was talking about it and stuff like that. But for sure, I knew that that fight was going to go the way it was. I didn't. The main event, I had kind of a toss up. You know, I didn't 100%, know what was going to happen. I did get the Bryce Mitchell fight wrong. God, I hate that I got that fight wrong. I like Bryce Mitchell. But, I was talking to Steve Garcia after that fight. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I said, they need to make you, since Edson Barboza pulled out of that fight, that was his chance to get into the ranking. You know what I'm saying? When he took back fight Edson Barboza, shit, I told him, get in there with John Silver, call him out and whatnot. Call out John Silver, get in there and bang it out. That'll be a banger fight, man. So, yeah, as far as the men's, yeah.
I did get the main event. I was going for Volk, and I just thought that he had the skill.
Yeah.
Something was kind of like making it hard for me to believe, because it seems hard for these guys to become 2-time champions sometimes, because I kept thinking of Izzy versus DDP. I thought something crazy was gonna happen like that, but shout out to Volk, man. He was killing it with that jab, man. He was killing that jab. And that's what kept
Volk, and that's crazy. Go ahead.
Oh yes, and that's what was keeping like Diego Lopez off balance, man. Like Lopez just was looking for the big shot, but he was not ducking the jab.
And see, Volkanovski, man, like what was crazy is I think Diego had like 5 inches of height on Volk. Yeah. But Volk had like 1.5 inches in reach, man, and he used every bit of it. I didn't realize he had that kind of reach, and then it made sense. Like it started making sense of how he's outstruck people like Yair Rodriguez, these long rangy guys, and you look at Volk and you don't automatically think range, you know what I'm saying? But man, he kind of built like what's your girl name at bantamweight? What's her name? Nunes.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Josiane Nunes.
Josiane Nunes. Yeah, he kind of built like Josiane Nunes, short, but got like long reach, dude. And then I went back. I said, well, it makes sense how he was. Cause I'm thinking, man, this dude he landed a lot of punches on like Max Holloway and the Yair Rodriguez. Then I got to think his reach. Okay, now I see he's got that reach, man. Like his reach is longer than most of theirs. Even though he's short, but he got that reach, dude. And he was just touching Diego all night, dude. Like all night long. He was just pop, pop, pop. And he fought so efficiently versus Diego was just trying so hard to get that one hitter quitter, man. And Volk wasn't going for it, man. Volk stayed active, man. Like I said, he was efficient. He kept it rolling. The whole fight. He never stopped the whole fight, man. Just pumping that jab in his face, man. Just beat him down, beat him down, showed him that there was levels to it.
I think Volkanovski, like in the second round, I was like, I know Volkanovski is stronger too, because Volk kept like pushing him, and he'd hit like, he wasn't even like hitting him with full shots. He would just like shove him back to kind of bully him, and you would see like Diego hit the cage and just be like, dang, he would kind of have that like them little moments like, okay, this guy's pretty strong. So, I think Lopez had the power, but I think overall, Volkanovski was just like overall better and smarter and stronger. He was just stronger.
Yeah.
That dang man, that what round was it? Was that round 2 when he kind of buckled Volkanovski and he just made it?
It was round 2. Yeah, it was round 2.
Yeah. So when I saw that, man, I was like, oh man, it's about to change right here, because Volk control, but he turned it around, man. So he just all around, like definitely one of my top fighters of all time now,
Yeah, absolutely.
I just like how he's been doing it, man. It's crazy.
He fought like a champion. Like that's how a champion fights. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how a champion fights. Don't stick to the technique. Don't get too wild. If it's not your nature, you know what I'm saying? Fight at your strength. Fight at your strengths. And see, that's what Volk does. He forces people. Sometimes he beats other people at their own game, but most of the time, like this time, you know what I'm saying? Like he forced them to fight, you know what I'm saying? His fight. He forced Diego to fight his fight, and that ain't Diego's type of fight. Diego likes a slugfest. Like he likes to, bum rush you and stuff like that. So, because he could get those quick knockouts, those flash knockouts, stuff like that. Like, he's made a career in the UFC off of those flash knockouts and things like that. So, yeah, it forced him to take a step back and show some technique, man. And Volk did it better. Got to give him props for that.
Yeah, he did, man. So I definitely got to, put him up there as one of my favorites, reigning, man. But let's look at some of these women fights, man.
Let's do it.
I did pick Cornolle to win the fight, man. I don't know if you heard my video, man.
Yeah.
when I picked Cornolle, there was a point in the fight I was like, man, what if she pull a GDR like she did, like Pena did, like GDR Pena. I kept saying that, man, because the fight kept going to the ground, right? And I'm like, I know Cornolle might pull something off. Like, I thought Cornolle was going to win on the feet, but the way it kept playing out on the ground, I was like, Haley is getting too comfortable, man. This girl is
strong. Dude. Like, I don't know what was going through. I don't know if Haley Cowan thought she could out-grapple Nora Cornolle or thought she was stronger than Nora Cornolle, but I was like, I'm like, she keep doing this, but she ain't having no success with it.
Yeah, like, that's the difference, too. Like, if you look at her versus Kayla, like, Haley Cowan is strong, no doubt. Like, I think she has some good takedowns, but she just doesn't have like that fierceness. Like, Kayla would drop some elbows on you. She's grounding, beating you down. But Haley was just laying there most of the time.
Yep.
And you saw, like, when she got the first takedown, Nora almost submitted her. She got her with that arm bar.
Yep.
She got her with the arm bar. So I was like, I don't know. She's getting it down, but I was like, I'm not really confident in this girl's ground game. And then second round proved it, man, when she put that girl to sleep, man.
But I still ain't combo, man. These newer bantamweights, man. I still ain't seen nothing from. The only one I've seen anything really from is lately is Jacqueline Cavalcanti, man. Like,
there you go.
I still ain't seen nothing, man. It's hard for me to match. It's hard for me to match these girls up with people like Miesha Tate and Nora Cornolle calls out Alan Perez, and I'm just like, no, like Alan Perez, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go in there and grapple with Alan Perez? You think you're gonna pull off something like that on Perez? Like, it's just hard for me to see it, man. But maybe if she keeps going, you know what I'm saying, she could show us something. But not right now, not at the moment. Even though she got the win, I still ain't seeing it though.
No, yeah,
like you saw Jacqueline Cavalcanti when you started putting on notice, letting us know, hey, yo, this girl right here is good. You know what I'm saying? Now look at where she's at.
Yeah.
So yes,
that's the thing. Like, shout out to Tay. She said excellent MMA talk, and while this moment said the women keep delivering with these fights, and that's what I'm thinking too.
Yes,
BJ, it's like I haven't seen a bantamweight that stands out, but the fights are fun.
Yeah.
The fights are fun. But I don't know, man. Like, number one, Melissa Mullins and Nora Cornolle, they've been missing weight a few times too.
Yep.
So they on that struggle, they on that struggle mission. So I haven't seen anybody like dedicated like Aaron or Manon at flyweight. See, Tay said again, the flyweight division, that's where all the action is. Yeah.
Right.
Outside of Norma and Jacqueline Cavalcanti, I don't see anybody that's like standing out to me.
Yeah, right. Right. That's exactly what I'm saying, dude. Like, Alan Perez is starting to look good. Whether we like her or not, Alan Perez is looking good. When that cage door closes, that girl's a fighter. That girl's a fighter when the door closes. Alan Perez is looking good. Jacqueline Cavalcanti is looking good. And there's still some tough girls at the top. You still have, you still got Miesha, you still got what's her name? Ketlin Vieira, you still got Yana Santos. So you still got some, these girls gonna run into some tough fights. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like they need to mix it up a little bit more in between, amongst themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like Jacqueline Cavalcanti is kind of leading that pack right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, okay, Nora Cornolle, you won, put you in there with Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Whoever comes out of this fight, you know what I'm saying? Whoever comes out of this, then then you can get a top ranked fight, you know what I'm saying, or a top 10 fight or something like that. But you can't skip the line and call out Alan Perez over Jacqueline Cavalcanti. You know what I'm saying? I get you want to get where you want to go, but you kind of jumping over, Jacqueline Cavalcanti, who's put in some work. You know what I'm saying? Like Jacqueline Cavalcanti done put in some work, so
I'm watching her
I don't know.
lately. I've been looking at her training lately.
Yeah.
She's been working hard. So these other girls got to watch out, man.
The Colosseum said Jacqueline just beat Nora. Damn, that is right. She did beat up Nora Cornolle.
Twice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Twice. Yep. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, man. She just, I think that's kind of a little bit, that's a little too high ranked for her right now. Alan Perez is a little bit too much for her right now. But maybe another fight with one of the, who do you think that Nora Cornolle should fight next?
I think Nora Cornolle. Let me see.
Chelsea
Chandler's fighting Jocelyn Edwards this weekend. She could fight the winner of that fight.
The winner of that fight. Yep.
Fight the winner. Let me double check these rankings. Where? Okay, Nora Cornolle is actually 13.
Okay.
13. So, I mean, if she thinks she can get it, if she want it, she need to call number 9. You know who number 9 is?
I'm not looking at it.
Carol Rosa. She want to be in a fight.
I forgot about Carol Rosa.
That fight would be wild. That fight would be wild.
I forgot about Carol Rosa. Yeah. That's crazy.
Paul said, "What's up, Combo BJ in chat?"
What's up, man? That's crazy about her being ranked number 13. The bantamweight got to pick it up, man, because for Nora Cornolle to be ranked number 13 is like, I mean, she ain't no world beater, So, maybe there's something I'm not seeing, but you get in there with Carol Hossa, you better know what you're doing. You better stay off that leg. I tell you that.
Oh yeah, that leg gonna get tore up.
That leg gonna get tore up. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Gary Baldwin, what's up, Gary? He said Zombie Girl. What about Zombie Girl? You think that's a good fight? Zombie Girl might. I don't know, man. Zombie Girl.
Priscilla Cashway to hell at 135, dog. I'm sorry, dog. Man. I'm sorry. Cashway to hell at 35, man. I mean,
I feel stupid, man. I picked Jocelyn Nunez, man.
Priscilla would have been knocked her out with an uppercut, dog.
Bro, man, look. I was getting ready for work that day, and I was playing the fight, and I just stood up, and all I did, I stood up, and I looked down at the TV, and all I see is Jocelyn Nunez like lay down. I'm like, what happened? I was like, wait a minute, what happened, man? I had to hit replay, and I was like, oh man, that she got touched, man.
Bro, Priscilla, I'm telling you, dude, Priscilla, hell, dude, she might have found her home. So she can keep rattling off wins at 35. She ain't lost at 35.
No, she ain't. I mean, as long as they keep her away from some big grapplers, like if they give her more punches, maybe she'll. Man, that killed me, man. That one killed me, man. Hey, Axel said, I think Nora can beat Perez if she doesn't go to the ground, so she needs a good game plan.
Yeah, she would have to keep, because Alan Perez still got some strides to make in the stand-up, of course. I think she kind of questions her stand-up. She does have a big right hand, though. You know what I'm saying? Which typical of grapplers, that she'll swing that right hand, but in her last fight, that fight was kind of close. You know what I'm saying? Who did she fight in her last fight?
Eileen Perez?
Yes.
I wanted to say no, Jocelyn Edwards, that was before. She fought, hold on. Jocelyn Edwards. I know she beat Jocelyn Edwards, and she beat she beat Jocelyn Edwards, Darius Lesnikova. Oh, Carol Rosa. Yeah, Carol Rosa. She beat Carol Rosa? Yeah, I have to go back and watch that one, man.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that.
It was from UFC 311.
Oh, I do remember that fight. Yes. And Carol Hossa, because Carol Hossa was eating up her leg too. Carol Hossa, she started stuffing some of those takedowns, and she was forcing. Yeah, she forced Eileen Perez to stand out in the open. You know what I'm saying? And then I seen that kind of. I seen it in the back of her mind, like that hesitancy, like like she didn't really. She was, a lot of air jabbing and stuff like that. But she ain't afraid to throw it though. She'll step in, like Eileen Perez will step in the pocket and throw though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But stuff like that ain't gonna work against like your Norma Dumonts and stuff like that. Like that's not gonna work against them. You know what I'm saying? But I did see some hesitancy there. Like some big but I think her confidence that's where her confidence steps in there, because she still will throw. Like Eileen Perez will still throw. And she won't be in a rush to get the fight back to the ground either. Versus somebody like Karine Silva. Like if you look at Karine Silva, I don't know what Karine Silva be doing on the feed. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what Karine Silva be doing. Like she has no.
They need to call me. They need to call me for Karine Silva. I'll get her striking right. I'm that guy.
Right.
I have to get her striking.
I'm telling you,
yes. She just be spamming kicks. She be shadow boxing.
yeah, for real.
She be tearing air up, boy. She 5-0 against the air.
Yeah, she undefeated against air. Yeah.
I get tired of her just throwing them heavy punches and missing like that. Man, Tay said Misha needs to sit down somewhere. Well, Yana's gonna sit Misha down, I think, Tay.
Yana better not give Misha that chin though. Yana better. I mean, I love Yana. Yana looking big. Combo sent me that. I sent you that picture or something of them at ATT training. You seen it?
You sent me one, and I sent you a little video, because I went back and looked, and I was like, okay, she looks kind of big right now,
But she was up there, like Yana didn't look much smaller than Kayla Harrison, if you want me to be honest. Like Yana was
not,
like
really,
like
not.
Yeah, like she's I was like, she matching, but Ketlin Vieira matched Kayla in size too. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ketlin Vieira matched her at size. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if Yana matches her in size as well. But I was a little taken aback by the photo. I was like, damn, like, Yana really is a big girl, but Yana better not. But Misha's a big puncher. Like Misha can be a big puncher. So, she can land a hard shot. She can clip her chin. So Yana better be careful, man. Misha got a good right hand. You say what you want, but Misha got a good right hand. Depends on which Misha we get. If we get cupcake Misha, she might clip Yana. If we get takedown Tate, then probably not.
Mm-hmm. We better not get cornbread Misha.
He said cornbread Misha. I think Misha, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, I think that their style. I think Misha Tate's gonna make Yana fight, because sometimes Yana can be kind of
stale.
Yeah. But I think whenever she fought Chelsea and like fighters like Tate that take chances, it makes her look better.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that one goes. Real quick, Paul said, by the way, Juliana Velasquez get some help. That was the most disappointing thing I've ever seen, bro. You ain't, man.
She ain't won a fight. She ain't won a fight since she probably won a fight in between here and there, but she ain't really won a big fight since that Alima fight.
And she's like the only fighter I'll say. Well, not the only fighter, but I think she's been purely exposed, like as just one-dimensional, man. Because it's worse than Marina Rodriguez. Like when you take her down, she's getting submitted. So it's almost sad that they're not working on a game plan with her. So
I mean, it is what it is. I can't believe she's still looking like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe she hasn't done better. Like, put her in there with Caitlin Neal. Caitlin Neal will get a win off of her.
Oh man, you said Caitlin Neal going to get a win off.
She'll get a win off of it. Yeah, that'd be the most boring fight ever. I think we talked about that before.
Yeah. Caitlin Neal, boy, she'll put you to sleep, man.
And we ain't talking about the opponent. We're talking about the people watching.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Juliana Velasquez, Paul. I loved her when she first came in, and I still like her stand-up game, but man, she is declining. She is declining as these other girls get better, and that just makes it even worse for her. So I don't know, man. I just don't know. All right, BJ, let's jump to this
Let's do it.
this
Let's do it.
Verna and Jan fight. I listened to your video. I'm gonna let you jump into this one, man, because you said you had some questions for me. You want to talk about this?
Yeah. Most definitely, dude. Like I've been trying to figure out how to really explain what I'm saying.
Okay.
So like, don't take anything away from Vina. She did fine. She dominated the fight.
Yes.
She won the fight. That was the big thing.
Yep.
But I'm sorry. I gotta say it, man. I gotta say it. No wonder Mackenzie Dern beat her. No wonder I see how Mackenzie Dern beat Verna Jandiroba. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see it, because doing that on the ground is not gonna get you wins over people like Mackenzie Dern. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and Yan Xiaonan is a world-class fighter, but we know she don't have no ground game. She didn't deliver any damage on the ground, man. Like, she's not that kind of grappler. You know, and I was hoping to see Jandiroba like really make a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, damage Yan Xiaonan in that when she had her in those positions. Because Yan Xiaonan is just vulnerable on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And like, on the feet, man, she didn't show us anything on the feet. Like, she didn't really cause any damage in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Verna have that performance. This is a title eliminator fight. You getting ready to go in there and fight Zhang Weili. We just saw Zhang Weili defeat Tatiana Suarez. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just saw that. We just saw what having no striking or not being confident in your stand-up looks like against Zhang Weili. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if Zhang Weili stuffs the takedown from Verna Jandiroba, what is she going to do? What is she gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And some people told me, oh well, Jan's striking was a problem for Zhang Weili, so maybe Vina didn't really want to engage with it. I said, you could be right. You could be right. When it comes to just striking, Yan Xiaonan is one of the best strikers in the division. You know what I'm saying? Like, bar none, she might be one of the best strikers in the division, and she's got power at 115, and she's big. You know what I'm saying? Like, we seen her put Weili on her ass multiple times in that fight. But for me, I feel like Vina didn't show enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't show enough. And a lot of people saying, I think Colostrum said Verna Jandiroba versus Jillian Robertson. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why if that was Jillian Robertson, we already know that. Like, and I'm just using Jillian as an example, and I can use Jillian as an example because Jillian is a ranked fighter in the strawweight division. You know what I'm saying? So I can use her as an example. Robertson would have sliced and diced. She would have finished Yan Xiaonan on the ground. If Robertson was able to get to the positions, which I think she will, get to the positions that Verna Jandiroba was in, Yan Xiaonan would have been choked out in the second round. She'd have been TKO'd or choked out in the second round. There's no doubt in my mind Robertson would dispatch Yan Xiaonan. But the point I'm trying to make is Jandiroba got to show. I feel, based off it, technically, really, and on paper, she should not have to fight another fight. You know what I'm saying? But I really want to see Yan Xiaonan go. I mean, I really want to see Verna Jandiroba go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to the next level. She should have finished Yan Xiaonan or beat her up. Yan Xiaonan should have walked out of that fight looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen. Yes, she won. Yes, she dominated, but she didn't do the things that other people do, like Mackenzie Dern or Jillian Robertson. You know what I'm saying? She didn't break Yan Xiaonan on the ground like Robertson would have. Robertson would have broke Yan Xiaonan on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just levels to it, man. Yes, she's a good grappler, but she didn't do enough. She didn't do enough for me to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see enough for her to be like, I didn't see enough to say she would beat Zhang Weili. Let me put it like that.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna give you my take. I gotta add a little something too, because now you're bringing up Jillian Robertson. But first off, two beats in the comment. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, that's the one thing I do like about Verna. I like her entries and I like her range. All right. But that being said, styles make fights. And since you brought up Jillian, I'm not sure if Jillian can beat Yan Xiaonan though.
You don't
And
think so?
I don't think so. Like, I think
She tailor-made for Robertson.
I think Verna has better entry. Going back to what he's saying,
Yeah,
her entries, I think she has better takedowns. Verna has better takedowns. I think the way she gets these takedowns, like on Marina and Jan, they're just so quick and slick. Where I think Jillian kind of drags you down, and I think while you're doing that, which I'm going back to like the JJ Aldrich fight with Jillian, and who else did she fight that neutralized her?
Tyler Santos.
Yeah, Tyler Santos. I'm looking at some of these fighters that she tried to drag, and if she can't drag you down, you know,
Macy Barber.
Yeah, Macy Barber, she can shake you. They can, you can shake her off. Like Yan Xiaonan, she'll shake you off like that. I think if you come in with that pull and drag down style, she'll shake you off. Whereas Verna, if you go back and look, Verna, she was timing her. Verna did time one of them right hands, and she changed. She just dropped that level. She level changed, and she took her down just like that. And then she got her in the next one with easy single leg. So I think Verna has better entry than Jillian Robertson. But with that being said, I think if Jillian Robertson had those type of takedowns like Jan, she could succeed because she gonna work on the ground. Jillian Robertson does work. That's where she differs from Verna Jandiroba. And I think Verna, that's what's gonna cost her if she thinks she's gonna go up against Weili and just take her down and submit her. Like you got to break them down. Like Verna, yeah, she earned the fight. She earned it on paper. There's nobody else to fight.
You're right.
Okay, there's nobody else to fight. So she's on her 5-fight win streak. And it looks good on paper. It does look good on paper. This is Weili's 4th title defense against a fighter on a 5-fight win streak. So with that, yeah, okay, she's next. But if I had my way, if there was another fighter in there, I would give that other fighter to her to fight first. I'd make her go on a 6-fight win streak. I want to see a little something more. I'd want to see a little something more because Verna did just enough to get the title, but she's not really like a threat, like say Manon is versus Valentina.
Right.
There's nowhere else for Manon to go. It's like you seen her already beat 7 fighters. Okay, I got to see what she looks like, what she's going to look like against the champion now. But where here we're like Verna, all right, I was expecting more. If you get her down to the ground, go ahead and get her out of there. Go ahead and do something big to make us say, there's nobody, there's an actual threat here for Weili, so
right.
I think that, Verna, from what I saw, more could have been done. Now, to say, I think that was Colostrum. He said, I disagree with Colostrum on his comment about Verna's striking being as bad as Tatiana's. Not at all. Like, if she let them hands go, you see her fundamentals. That's sharp. Like, she's got good striking. She just didn't use it. You seen her outbox Luffy, who's a boxer, and you seen her laying right hands on Dern and Ebos, and her almost knocked Ebos down. Like, she's got good striking. Her striking is way better than Tatiana's. The fact is, she just didn't use it in a manner like she was supposed to. Like, her footwork is solid. The way she moves is solid. Like, she was just too focused on one thing, and that was takedowns. So I just think her performance as far as going in there and to actually win the belt and be a threat to Weili, even like scare Weili gonna have to be careful. Weili gonna have to be careful on the ground, to make sure she don't leave, nothing wide open like a neck or a knee. But I think Weili's got everything she needs to neutralize. And I think to neutralize a jiu-jitsu practitioner like Verna, you need physical strength and really good wrestling, and that's Weili all day. And heavy ground and pound. Like the way Weili drops them elbows and bombs, I don't see Verna being that comfortable on the ground. So if Carla could do it back then, I think Weili, she'll probably be hurting Verna on the ground like that. Yeah, for real.
Who does Tatiana Suarez fight next? Will we get to see Suarez versus Dern? I think that's a great fight.
Yeah, because Tatiana versus Dern, I like that because I was gonna say I want to see Yan Xiaonan versus Lemos. Yeah.
Okay.
Yan versus Lemos, do Suarez and Dern. That'd be good.
Oh, oh,
That would
oh.
be good.
That's
Yeah.
almost setting up like the same thing that's going on at flyweight with Aaron versus Macy and Natalia versus Alexa Grasso. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing going on, like a little tournament, you know. But Dern is absolutely a part of this conversation, dude. You know what I'm saying? We have to make sure, you know, that Mackenzie, she has to be a part of this conversation because, you know, as people want to say this and that about, I think Dern has earned respect from the MMA community as far as being a fighter in the past, ever since she came back from giving birth. Mackenzie has earned that respect, you know what I'm saying? And technically, she looks a lot better. You know what I'm saying? She's improved technically. So, you know, she's kind of like her and Macy Barber, to me, are kind of in the same position in two different weight classes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Dern's not on a 6-fight winning streak, but they're kind of in that same position, you know. And I feel like they kind of have the most to prove, man. Like fighters like Dern and Macy Barber, they got to prove to a lot of people still, you know what I'm saying, that they're an elite fighter, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, 2025 and 2026 is big years for fighters like that. You know, these are going to be big years for like Aaron Blanchfield and Macy Barber and Mackenzie Dern, you know, people like that. So, you know, man, these fighters got to come in here. Like, I hope, because I'm as a fan and doing what we do, I feel the intensity starting to build at the top of these divisions, even bantamweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and it's starting to build. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel the tension. I hope that the fighters feel it too, you know what I'm saying? And fight like they know that shit is hot at the top right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Norma Dumont's next fight. Like, I want to see Norma Dumont get that finish. You know what I'm saying? Like, she hadn't done that yet. I want to see her get that finish. You know, Macy Barber. I want to see Macy Barber, you know, Natalia Silva. You know, we want to see them do well. And then we want to see people like, you know, Mackenzie Dern and Yan Xiaonan and Vina Jandiroba. Like, we want to see them do well too. So I just really hope the next few fights we get, you know what I'm saying, like these people are really, that these women are really going after it.
Yeah, the top is where it does look really interesting right now, even at bantamweight, because I like how bantamweight is really it's kind of coming down to that point where it's like, I want it, you know, this person said I want it more, and you got to give it, you know, got to give me a shot. You know, Norma Dumont right now, she's trying to talk her way in there, and you know, Norma's probably gonna try to get a fight with Rocky, but you know, Rocky might be injured, so
right,
you know, she's calling for somebody right now. You know,
who though?
That's the thing. You know, like she's gonna have to fight somebody, and you know, they're gonna probably have. Well, I think Jacqueline Cavalcanti might have another fight coming up, but shoot, they might throw. Well, now Ketlin Vieira and Macy Chason's already lined up again. Man, you know what? They might as well scrap that fight. It's been scheduled 3 times now. I'm looking, man.
Which one again?
Macy Chason and Ketlin Vieira.
Dude, what's going on with Macy Chason, dude? Like, is it really injuries that's keeping her out like this?
I'm assuming it is, man. I mean, I hope that's what it is. I hope it's nothing like weight issues or anything, because she is a big bantamweight, man. She's a big bantamweight, and I know the last time she did an interview, she was saying she had to run 30 miles a week to, you know, try to make weight.
I hate that, man. It was 40 miles a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate that. I don't like that, man. I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like that. But I mean, that's their choice. I think years ago, we said this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna start seeing some of these bantamweights it start fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's gonna start messing with them.
Yeah.
These cuts over and over. Yeah, you know, like these cuts over and over, like it's getting ready to start messing with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Macy plagued by injuries. Like, how often does Chason fight? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got Kayla pissing blood and spitting up blood. Like, come on, man. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy talk.
Well, since we're talking about Kayla now, man, I had to on my way I had to do some on the job training today, and I was listening to this on the way, and I was just listening to Pena, and I was like, "Dang, Pena, she came prepared. She had her rhymes written, didn't she?" I was like, "She was out
But
here spitting, man."
Juliana Pena, listen, dude. Juliana Pena is hell on the microphone, bro. She hell, dude. She hell.
Is this look? Let me go ahead and ask you, man. Is this the best it's gonna get? Like, is this the most she's gonna get from out of Kayla? Like, is this the only 10-9 rounds she's getting?
Nah. No, you already know. I know. You know. You already know. You already know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
All right,
but
man.
Juliana Pena has to do it perfectly, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
She got to fight a perfect fight, man.
Yes. But once Kayla, you know, people are a lot of people saying Kayla might get tired in the fight. You know what I'm saying, as the rounds go on. But like Juliana Pena got a bank on that.
Mm-hmm.
If Kayla, if she can't depend on Kayla to get tired, because she might not. Juliana Pena got to make her tired.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if Juliana Pena can make her tired, she'll finish her. Like Pena will finish her. You know what I'm saying? Like if Kayla ain't got the gas to press. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because Juliana done been there, dude. Juliana done been deep in a 5-round fight. Two of them. You know what I'm saying? So Pena, she even at high altitude, she slowed down a little bit in that Rocky fight. You know what I'm saying? But she was still there. You know what I'm saying? And they in Vegas now, even though that's a little up too, but not crazy like, you know, Mexico. You know, Juliana Pena can pour on the gas in round 4, 3.5 minutes in the round 4. Juliana Pena can push on the gas. So, you know, she gotta make Kayla tired though, man. She can't get taken down and shit like that, you know. And if she does, she gotta make it a dog fight.
That's where I had to get Kayla whenever Kayla was like, "Oh, I fought 5-round fight before." No. You didn't fight a 5-round fight at 135.
No, you haven't.
Exactly.
Like, that was dude. That was
yet now.
But Juliana came out the gate, man. Like the first question they asked, she was like, "Well, she ran from Chris Cyborg," which is true. Bro, when she said that, when she put her on blast like that, I'm like, yo, like, bro, my jaw hit the floor.
Why did everybody boo that though, man? She wasn't lying.
That's what I'm saying. She wasn't lying. It ain't like but you know what it is? They don't pay enough attention. The people that sit in that audience, they don't pay enough attention to women's MMA to know the ins and outs of what happened. The first time that they heard that was Juliana Pena saying it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that Juliana Pena, that there's been a whole storyline behind that. You know, they think it's just Juliana being clever on the microphone. No, Juliana Pena was kind of spitting facts out there. You know what I'm saying? No, she took.
That's the thing I like about Pena when she's talking. Like most of the stuff she's saying, it sounds like she's just trolling. But if you really know and you talking to these fighters behind the scene, or you listening, you gonna know she telling there's truth in
there. Bro, I'm telling you, Juliana Pena. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That's what makes it funnier.
The minute she broke it out there, she was just like, "Well, you know, she ran from Chris Cyborg." You know, and everybody started booing us.
She did, dude. Like I was like, yo, and then she goes, then dude. So she's talking, Juliana talking. Then when she hit her with a 1-2, when she said, "Are you okay?" She was like, "You look hungry." She was like, "You know, I heard, you know, you say you have to piss blood and spit blood." I was like, Juliana Pena,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Kayla didn't deny none of it either.
But that was crazy. And then she called her a weight bully. Mm-hmm. And then Kayla was like, "I'm coming for my belt." And Pena hit her with another. She said, "Your belt is at PFL." I said, man.
Wow. When she said that, I was like, dang, man, she just slipping and jabbing, man. She's slipping and jabbing.
Juliana Pena, she said, "Your belt is at PFL." And when she said this, she said, "Along with your gold medals." I was like, yo, like, I can't believe Juliana said that.
Then like, then she was like, "You fought grandmas too." I was like, dang.
Bro, she slipped another jab and landed a right hand when she said, "You fought grandmas who never fought again after they fought you." I was like, oh.
But With that being said, though, looking at reality, like she getting the better of her on the mic, though. But how's this fight gonna play out, though? How do you think it's gonna play out? Like how how much steam can Pena take out of her in the cage than she did on the mic here?
See, here's the thing, though. Like Juliana Pena's team, they were not prepared for Amanda Nunes's southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Like they just were not prepared for it. They kind of prepared for the same fight twice, and Amanda outsmarted her. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm coming in here in a different stance. You know what I'm saying? So they fumbled the ball there. Because Juliana said it. She said, I really wished that I would have prepared for southpaw when I fought Amanda the second time. She said when she came out in and this is Juliana Pena's words. She said when she came out in a southpaw, she was like, I didn't know. She was like, it threw me off immediately and stuff. She goes, you know, and she's like, I'm going from. She goes, and she said my best weapon in the first fight was the jab. She said the jab was gone. You know what I'm saying? It was just from her switching stances. So yeah. But I don't think that her team will make that same mistake twice. You know what I'm saying? Like some champions get when they become champion, they don't have to do the things that, you know, let me put it like this. When some fighters become champion, their first title defenses don't be that hard. I'm gonna be honest. Like some champions, not all champions.
Yeah,
you know
just
what I'm saying?
some. I would say some, yeah.
Some, you know, their their title defenses is somebody that you look at them and they're like, man, you know, they're beatable. Like they're going to beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like when Izzy beat Robert Whittaker and then he fought Marvin Vettori. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, he's going to beat Marvin Vettori.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, something like that. So, or like when Daniel Cormier beat Stipe and then he turns around and his next fight's Derek Lewis. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he's going to beat Derek Lewis. But Juliana didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? Juliana didn't get that either time. You know, her first title defense was Amanda Nunes, and now her first title defense is Kayla Harrison. She don't really get no easy road. Like Juliana Pena ain't never had it easy when it comes to with her name being mixed in with the title at 135. It's been nothing but behemoths that she's had to fight. You know what I'm saying? Other than Rocky, really. But that was a close fight, you know? So I feel like her team is gonna, I feel like her team knows that. You know what I'm saying? And her team is gonna prepare her for that. Her team is gonna prepare her to survive because there's gonna have to be, you know, some survival in there because Kayla Harrison is a big girl. She's gonna come with that approach. We already know this. You know, it's up to Juliana Pena to not succumb to that. It's up to Juliana Pena to, you know what I'm saying, get through that and get to where, because Juliana Pena's fight to me starts in round 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, round 1 and 2, I see Kayla taking those rounds. You know what I'm saying? But I think the fight starts for Juliana in round 3. You know what I'm saying? Because she's gonna be fresh as a doorknob. Okay, I think
if Kayla takes those first 2 rounds, though, like, will Pena be able to catch up, though? Because I'm looking at like what type of damage Kayla's going to be offering.
Kayla can do a lot of damage. Yeah. She can do damage. Like yes,
Kayla's not just going to be laying on her. Remember that. Like right, Kayla's not going to be laying on her the first 2 rounds. Like if she lays on her the first 2 rounds, yeah, maybe Pena could recover from that, you know. But if like Kayla's like busting her up like she did a Holly Holm, if she puts her on her back, you know, that could take some damage, put some damage, you know, take some gas out of Pena. So, like, yeah, I hope she don't go in with that type of mindset to give rounds away, though. That's the one thing I can't see Pena doing here.
But Kayla comes out strong, though. Kayla may take those rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like Kayla may take rounds 1 and 2. You know, rounds 1 and 2.
Yeah, she's got to. That's what I'm saying. Like I think Kayla does too. Like the way she fights, she'll come in. You know, always. You know, just come in with that pressure and strength, but. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like Pena's got to be clever this time, but you know, instead of being reckless.
Another thing too that gives me some kind of foresight into like clinch situations and things like that. Ketna Vieira didn't really get. I mean, she got taken down, but she didn't get like manhandled in the clinch and stuff like that.
No,
You know
no,
what I'm
she
saying?
did.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like she really got mad at her. Kelly Vieira is much bigger than Juliana Pena. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Juliana Pena, might come, might be putting on some muscle. She should be putting on some muscle. You know what I'm saying? To help deal with it. But Pena is strong and explosive herself, though. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll just have to see, man. We'll just have to see. But they're going to fight, dude. Like, they're going to fight.
Yeah. There's gonna Pena's gonna make her fight, and I think Pena's gonna make her fight, and Kayla's gonna make her fight. So yeah. What Paul said, I gotta go back and watch that fight, Paul. Paul said Kayla didn't rough up Aspen lad too bad. I mean, yeah, Aspen wasn't really like beat up in that fight.
No, she wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think, she can bulldoze people like, Holly, people who don't have that kind of grappling, skill set and stuff like that. There are some people that can really make Kayla Harrison look good in there, but we saw how she looked against somebody who can counter wrestle, you know what I'm saying, and who is also big and strong like Ketlin Vieira. She beat her, you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't like a landslide beat up. It wasn't like a, she, nullify everything from Ketlin Vieira. Like, no, not really. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. I think Pena will come. I think Pena win the fight, dude. And I'm not saying that from a fan's perspective. A little bit of it is fan. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, I just think Juliana Pena will do well, but she won't ever let herself be unprepared like that again, because she knows what it costs. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knows what it costs to not be prepared for everything. So I feel like she'll be prepared, man, and she'll know what to do once she just has to get a feel of Kayla. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I think Juliana Pena will do well, but I'm pretty sure she's got some good training partners in there. I hope she does. I hope she got some big girls in there that she can feel that kind of strength and stuff like that, that size, because most of these girls are bigger than Juliana Pena. So Norma's bigger than Pena. Kayla's bigger than Pena. A lot of these girls are bigger than Juliana Pena. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of them are bigger, but some of them don't really know how to use their size. Yeah, so,
right.
I think Pena has been able to kind of capitalize on that. But yeah, I think when it comes down to it here, looking at even like how it starts on the feet, I think Kayla. The thing about Kayla this time around, Pena can breathe a little bit when it comes to the stand-up game. Yeah, I think Kayla's stand-up game has gotten better, throughout some of the past few fights, but I don't think it's really an issue like Rocky was or Amanda was. Like, honestly, I don't see Kayla Harrison dropping Pena in this fight with any punches.
Right.
Like, I see her taking her down multiple times, but I don't see her like knocking her clean down like Amanda or Rocky did,
Right.
So I think that game plans are definitely going to be different. Like, you can't go in there trying to go in a slugfest with Kayla, because Kayla going to take you down.
But do you think Juliana Pena get some good punches off on Kayla though?
I think so. Yeah, I definitely think she will. I mean, if she was hitting Amanda and Rocky with clean punches, if she were hitting like high level fighters that been in the game like that, I think she will get some off. I think she'll be able to get some off. I mean, she's got the long range, and she
put that left hook. She might put that left hook.
First of all, number one, she got a textbook jab.
Yeah,
she got a textbook jab. So I think she will get that off. But if her team and them, they don't capitalize off that target I'm always talking about.
Yes, sir.
They're gonna mess up.
Yes, sir.
If they get that target early and they stay on it consistently, I think that's gonna be the problem there. Like,
they gotta know it's there, dude. They have to have talked about that. There's no way, dude. If we can recognize it, dude, I know that they can recognize it. To be high level coaches that know the game, bro. I mean, hit her square, bust that nose up, dude. Like, bust that. If Pena can bust her nose up, dude, like, those are kind of like the intangible things. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Pena can do to slow her down, drag her into the later rounds after you done busted up her nose and she can't breathe. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. You looking across the ring or anywhere, you fighting somebody bigger than you, you already going to look at them and start looking for weak points, And if they're not looking at this one weak point, then they're shooting themselves in the foot. They're shooting themselves in the foot, So I think that's the one thing that they can't pass that up.
Right.
Everything else, takedown defense. Yeah, we got to get that right, but y'all got to be targeting this thing, man. I mean, look, Dakota is always targeting girls' body because they ain't used to it.
Right.
She's targeting them rib cages, ripping girls' rib cage all day. So, come on now, So I just know how Pena can get sometimes. It seemed like she gets so caught up in the dog, man, where she think that, I'm gonna keep firing, and then next thing you know, she getting dropped multiple times, So I think really, man, just fighting smarter in this fight could pull off the upset, man. It could really pull off the upset if she just commits, man.
Yeah.
Well, Axel asked, how is the gas tank of Kayla? Well, she's fought 5 rounds, like she said, at 155, but the gas tank at 135, I don't know. I think
it ain't gonna be the same.
Yeah, I think it depends, like how bad she's getting beat. How well her weight cut goes, but really, yeah, it ain't gonna be the same, man. It ain't gonna be the same at 135. We're gonna just have to see how it plays out. Oh man, easy. Hold on real quick. Easy, yeah. He put this here. You read this. I heard Juliana had be having spies in people's camp. Don't know if it's true, but she's having too much info. Easy, man. Oh my man. My man said he said she know too much. He said
somebody has said that. People be listen. This thing about Juliana, people be telling Juliana Pena stuff, dog. Like Juliana Pena always got something on her opponent, dude. Every time, like if you gonna talk trash, she got one in the chamber for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Pena knows some stuff. Somebody telling Pena stuff.
They coming back. They like, yo, Kayla over here struggling, y'all. I was in the bathroom and all I saw was the toilet. You know what I mean? They come in with info for her, man. That's like, this girl is struggling right now, Juliana.
They talking about that Manon fight in the comment section, Combo. You see that?
Okay, yeah.
RC Dye said Manon is so hard to take down. I think her size and strength plays a large factor. Yeah, but Valentina's taking down some big girls, though, man.
That's
like
we say too.
Yeah. Valentina has taken down girls at 35. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think she's taking down some big girls at 25. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She picked up and took down Jennifer Maya. You know what I'm saying? She took down Tyler. Did she take down Tyler Santos?
I gotta go back and watch that one. I gotta go back and look and see if she did, because I know Tyler goes. Let me think. Hold on.
I think she may have got one takedown on Tyler, and maybe I'm wrong, but she took down. You know what I'm saying? She took down Tyler Santos. She took down Catelyn Chukagian. So she's taking down some big girls at 35. I mean at 25. So I think she'll get. I think she'll get Manon down if she wants to.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I think Manon definitely has a good chance in this fight, of course, but I think it's not just going to be purely size. I think it's going to come down to her takedown defense, her technique with it, like Joanna. Like there'll be times you get her down, but I think she'll pop back up. Like you just can't be big and think you stop Valentina from taking you down. I think it's going to come down to the technique of it, how she's able to stop them and how she's able to sprawl. And I think that's what makes her different than some of the other big girls, like when she took Pena down at 135, Pena was in there.
Yeah.
She was in there just telegraphing her knees. And same thing with Holly. Like, Holly was just, after a while in the fight, Valentina got a read on Holly. Holly was like, okay, I know what she's going to throw. She's going to throw this same combination. Then boom, I got her down,
Yeah.
And Valentina's strong, Valentina.
Yes, she is.
So
yes.
Don't be
and
surprised.
her technique with her takedowns are good too. Like the way she takes people down, it's very technical. Very technical.
Okay. Paul said 3 takedowns for Val. Okay.
Yeah, 3 takedowns. Yes, she did. I thought she did. The Colostrum says Dakota beats all the UFC women's flyweights. We gotta
hold
see
up. RC said, yeah, Tyler's strength neutralized Valentina. Yeah, and that's another thing, though. Like Tyler's strength. Like, look at Manon's strength, and I think that's one of the things that could kind of neutralize like what how far she gets with the takedown. You know,
Yeah.
'cause you look at
Yeah.
Andrade strong as hell, but this girl, when she was taken down, she was like a little baby up under Valentina.
Yeah, she does. She did. Yep.
You know,
I forgot she took Andrade down. Yeah. Took her down, mauled her, like manhandled her down.
She took her down 8 times.
Yeah.
It was 100% takedowns in that fight, man. She was putting her
Yeah.
to bed.
Yeah. Jessica Andrade couldn't even fend her off. And Jessica Andrade was trying to pick up Valentina and slam her, remember? And Valentina, like, she couldn't even pick Valentina up, dude. That was crazy.
Man, she couldn't even pick her up.
I was like, look at that. Look at that. Valentina was glued to the ground. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think she has that she'll, I think she'll find a way to get Manon down if she really wants to. But what I was gonna say, Combo, earlier, and we kind of moved kind of quickly past it. Back to Weili, man. I was
ready to go back to that too. Hold on.
Weili, I just thought about this today. I was like, Weili is on her 4th title defense on her 2nd title reign. That's crazy.
I was thinking about that the other day when you did that video. I was just thinking, because I was like, okay, Verna's next, and I was like, man, like, think about it, man. Her title run is going to give Joanna a run for his money, man.
But didn't she defend the first time?
Yeah, against Joanna.
Yeah, so Weili has defended the title twice, and this is her. On both title reigns, she's defended the belt, and this is her 4th defense on her 2nd title reign. Zhang Weili might be the greatest strawweight of all time.
Might be. She is. If she I think she is right now, man. Like, what I've seen. Well, let me pump the brakes, man, because there's still a little girl out there named Rose that kind of had her number right there. So I know we all forgot it, but it's only been how long ago was that fight? Like 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, you're right. Rose did have a number. But there's a Mount Rushmore for like everybody except Jessica Andrade that's been strawweight champion. You know what I'm saying? They have
call out Jessica, man. You wrong. Come on, man. At least she had the belt, man.
But she did have the belt, you know what I'm saying? And Carla Esparza didn't defend the belt, you know what I'm saying, either time she had it. You know what I'm saying? But the way they made Carla claw her way back, though, that's to be recognized. You know what I'm saying? Because when she lost that belt, man, Carla went on a tear. Like, Carla Esparza went. That's to be recognized. She deserves props for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she went on a tear with every odds stacked against her and whooped everybody's ass that came in contact with her. Except for Tatiana Suarez, and she had a couple stumbles in there. Well, man, did she go on a tear to get back to that belt, dude? That was crazy.
Yeah, Cookie Monster was always working, man. You can't knock her, man. Everybody say, "Oh, I don't like her style," but I'm like, hey, tell the girl that lost to her that.
Yeah, exactly.
Fighter that,
Yeah,
she ain't go nowhere, So
yeah,
I think all of the champions had something special about them. They all did something a little. They all kind of beat the odds at some point.
Yeah.
And anybody that like trolls or says that I don't like Carla this, I'm like, where's your belt?
Carla had it twice. Where's yours?
Rose,
you know what I'm saying?
Where's yours?
So yeah, I get that. But it's my eyes. I'm glad that flyweight has a companion now. Like, I can. We don't have to just focus on flyweight right now. You know what I'm saying? Because, flyweight been hopping for a while, but strawweight done got hot now. You know what I'm saying? With that upset of Tatiana Suarez and Zhang Weili whooping ass, looking like Mulan in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, Zhang Weili is really kicking these girls' ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she really is, man.
That Rose fight woke her up, man. Like, she ain't.
Yeah,
man. She has not looked back on how she fights now. There's, she's always kind of fought fierce, but like every ground is covered now. She ain't playing.
Yeah, Paul, you might be talking, bro. She close to it, bro. She close to it.
Yeah, she's getting close to it, man. I think once she wins this next fight. Well, let's go ahead and I'm gonna ask the question now. If she beats Verna, will that make her title run better than Joanna's?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know, man, because I think that some of the fighters that Verna's been, well, Weili's been fighting have been just a little bit more evolved and
Yeah.
a little bit more dangerous than some of the ones. Well, Joanna, like I said, I don't like to knock her because she was a fun fighter too, you know. Like Joanna, she was the first to do it. But if you really want to examine resumes and like who is just like evolved, I think Weili's might look a little bit more interesting, you know.
Yeah. But there's you know the rankings at strawweight are getting more and more interesting too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, I know I've said it before, you know, but my girl Robertson is climbing her way up the rankings. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got and then my girl Dern is still up there in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, you know, and then I want to see Suarez bounce back. Like I fully 100% think Tatiana Suarez can bounce back. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah, you know, I hope she don't let this really get to her. She looks happy. You know what I'm saying? She looks happy. So I want her to continue to be happy, and I want to see her get better. She has to evolve. She needs to go to Thailand. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that's what I was gonna say. Number one, she got to get that striking right.
Yes, because you know she's friends with Casey O'Neill. You know what I'm saying? Take a page out of O'Neill's book. Get your ass on a plane. Leave Patchy at home. Get your ass on a train and go. I mean, on a plane and take your ass to Thailand and let them break you down and build you back up. You know what I'm saying? Because Suarez is too big. She's too big and too long to not know how to do that. Not how to know how to use that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see Suarez be champion. I still think she can be champion, but she got to fix that. You know what I'm saying? She got to fix that. So
she better, you know, I don't know how many sessions she got in with Valentina, but she need to link up with Valentina more often.
Yeah, she need to be. If you ain't gonna go to Thailand, then you need to train under Valentina. That's close enough.
Let me ask you this, though, man.
Yeah,
I noticed. I seen some photos, training photos. Valentina trained with Tatiana recently, and before that, she trained with Jan. So, do you think Valentina try to get some feelers out on West fight, like to fight Weili?
Weili, yeah, that's what. Yeah. You might be on to something, Combo.
You think she asking questions? You think she asking how hard she hit and how strong she is?
Probably, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because she know, listen, a strawweight versus flyweight super fight. We had a baby strawweight flyweight super fight with Valentina versus Joanna, but I'm talking about a champ strawweight flyweight fight is imminent. It has to happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and I want it to be Weili versus Valentina. I want it to be that fight. It has to be that fight. Or you know, if not, I'll settle for a Manon and Weili. I think Manon might get her. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I want to see that just for the sheer star power of it. You know, I want to see, you know, Valentina defend her flyweight title against her. Because I want to see Weili at 25. You know what I'm saying? Like Weili might fit 25.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely like. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to push Manon out of the picture because, you know, she's definitely earned it. But I know, like, it's just a bad time for it, man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I know Weili is on top of her game right now, but you know, then you got Manon trying to get her shot. You know, now everybody wants to see Bullet versus Magnum. You know, so man, it is a good fight though. It is a good fight because I remember when Weili was asking for this fight like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, she ain't ready. You know.
Yeah.
But now, you know, it's a different story. You know, she's kind of cleaned her division out and she's in that position where, where she could make history, you know? So,
Make the fight.
Yeah.
Make the fight. So, yeah, I'm down for that, man. But these divisions are heating up, man. But I'm glad it's not just flyweight. I'm glad strawweight got some heat. Because strawweight was kind of struggling there for, but now it's then got hot again. You know what I'm saying? Weili's making it great again. So
yeah, 115 looking good now.
Hey, we getting closer. We getting closer to this flyweight tournament, though.
Yeah. Oh, you bringing that up, man? Because Man, that thing is less than a month away.
Yeah.
When you gonna try to do your round by rounds here, man?
This week, probably
Okay,
Thursday.
cool. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna definitely be tuned in. I'm gonna try to drop one Friday.
Okay. I'm gonna start Thursday.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do the what fight did I say I was gonna do? I know I was gonna do the Aaron and Tyler fight, but what Grasso
I was
fight?
about to say the Aaron and Tyler. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to see what you said.
Aaron and Tyler, because you said you're going. Did you say you're gonna do an Natalia Silva fight? No, I think I'll do Natalia and Viviana Arujo or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember who exactly it was, but I got to go back and listen to our last video.
Yeah, I'll listen.
Yeah, so I can figure out who it was because I had it in my head who I was gonna get. I can't remember, but they coming Thursday. Yeah. I'm doing one of them. God damn it.
Yeah, I am. Okay, yeah. I am gonna do Valentina and Joanna. I remember that one. Valentina Joanna. I am gonna do that one. And Aaron and Tyler. I can't remember the Grasso fight.
Was you gonna do? Was it Grasso?
Because I thought Grasso, was it Grasso Arujo?
Was it Grasso Arujo?
Or Natalia?
I think it was. I think it was Grasso Arujo. I'm gonna have to see. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to our video.
Yeah, definitely. There's no cards this week, right?
Is there not? Oh, I hate that.
Wait, let me see. Check here. No, the next card is April 26th.
Oh no. Yeah.
Chelsea Chandler and then Jocelyn Edwards and
Jacqueline Amram, Poliana Viana.
When is that Wang Kong and Lipsky fight? I thought that was on this card. Or is that in June? Wang Kong, hold on. Let me see if they put it on here. Oh yeah, that's June. Never mind, that's June.
Okay. I'm looking. Here we got Yana Santos and Misha Tate. The Yana Santos Misha Tate fight is on the same card as the Jillian Marina Rodriguez and the Ivana Petrovic Juliana Miller fight. Oh, that's gonna be that May 3rd card is a good card.
Juju.
Yeah.
What you think happened, man? If Juju lose this fight, man?
If Juju lose this fight, she got to go, man. And then the week after that is 315 with Jazz Divizius and Andrade. Okay, and then that's got Grasso, Natalia, Valentina Manon.
Oh man.
We getting closer, dude. Man. I'm telling you, I got chills down my spine, bro. They coming, bro.
That's a card too, man.
Yes.
They knew what they was doing with that one, man.
Yeah, that's a good card. That's a flyweight tournament, dude. It really is.
It is.
Because you got Andrade, Jazz Divizius, then you got those two fights.
Man. Okay, Paul said, yeah, I did say Grasso Arujo, okay. And I did say Val and Holly, but I changed that one to
didn't I say Macy somebody?
You did. You said
who? Macy. I said Macy Ebas.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Or did you switch it?
I said Macy.
No.
I said Macy.
I thought you.
Yeah, I did. Yes, we switched it to Chukagian. That's right. We switched it to Macy Chukagian, and then there was another one too that I had.
Okay, because you're gonna do Manon. I think you wanted to do Manon. Which Manon fight were you gonna do? Jennifer Maya? All right. Paul said BJ said Macy versus Grasso, but you looked and saw that you already did that one. Yeah. He did do that one 3 years ago. You still there, BJ? I don't know if his sound went out or something. Maybe Cat attacked him or something. 2B said 315 is crazy, man. 315 is gonna be insane, man. BJ, if you need to, you might need to reconnect if you are talking, because I don't see. So I see your mic Yeah, he's coming back. He had to exit. I'll let him back in. Yeah, WMMA Super Bowl is coming up May 10th. Damn, I got to get on for that one because I'm thinking I might have some other business to take care of on that same day, but I got to squeeze that in, man. Got to squeeze. Got to. May 10th is serious, man. Whew, man. All right, so let me go back to these comments here because we were just chopping it up. Okay, never mind. BJ's right here. Okay, yeah, BJ.
My bad. Yeah,
Oh,
I think what I was saying was I think I said Manon Chukagian, Macy Chukagian.
oh, okay. You're gonna do it across the board. Chase.
Yes.
Across the board. Okay.
Yes.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
When he said BJ said Macy versus Grasso. Yeah, but you looked and said you did that one years ago. Yeah, I did that one already. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to get one in maybe this Friday. You said you're gonna do Thursday, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna do one Thursday. Paul said you said Grasso, Araujo, and Val Holly. He thinks.
Yeah, I did say that. I did say Val Holly, but then I think it was close from had mentioned do Valentina Joanna, so I switched.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and that's a good one. That's a good 5-round one.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good. These are some solid round by rounds to get you prepared for these upcoming fights. Yeah, that's a dude. See, dude, we be doing content, bro. Like we be doing shit like this so that people can be. We try to educate folks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like we try to bring you along with us. You know what I'm saying? Look at what we're seeing. Let us show you what we're seeing in these fights. You know what I'm saying? What these people do, the tendencies and stuff they have.
Exactly. And on top of that, if it wasn't entertaining, we wouldn't be doing it.
Right. Yes.
People always say like women's mixed martial arts ain't fun to watch or it ain't good. I'm like, dude, what you watching? You better not. You better not be watching Power Slap. I'm like, you better not tell me Power Slap is good, and then you tell me WMMA sucks.
Yeah. You're right.
All right, but on that note, BJ, was there anything else you had to get off?
No, man, I covered everything I wanted to cover, bro. I had to bounce that press conference off your head. You know what I'm saying, and bounce some other ideas off of you, man. And I got it all out. Mm-hmm. Now I can get to these rounds, these round by rounds, man. Ever since this weekend, I said, man, I cannot wait till Tuesday to talk to Combo, man. Like I even said it in my last video. I said, man, can't wait to get on there tomorrow and talk to Combo, man, because I had to get it off. I had to get it off my chest.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And BJ on this quest right now. We on this mission. Now
yes, sir.
900, man. So
yes, sir.
Make sure y'all subscribe to my man BJ, and we tuning in. We all gonna tune in on Thursday.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. Thursday at 7:30.
Yep. Easy said, yeah. He said, show the ladies love. They should support us more. Oh
yes. Yes.
They should, because I think the day that we leave, they ain't gonna be getting fights anymore.
Right. Yeah, dude. We do a lot of promotion for these ladies, to be honest.
Yeah, so
Paul trying to be funny. He said, BJ, remind me what happened in that Macy versus Jillian fight. I forgot, bro.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Okay, Paul.
Well, Paul, it only take 5 seconds.
Paul with the overhand right. He clipped me.
Just like the one Macy dropped.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, that fight was, and I just knew when they stepped in that cage and I seen their bodies, bro. I was like, oh, and like I said, like I always talk about this. When I interviewed Dean Thomas was like, he said, as soon as we got to the cage, he was like, Jillian turned around and was like, she's big, and he said he told her back and said he looked at her back and said, yes, she's big, yes, she's big. You know what I'm saying? And he said he told her before she went in there, he was like, he told her, he was like, you go in there, he's like, and you do what you do what you got to do. He was like, win, lose, or draw, you're Jillian Robertson. You know what I'm saying? So it was just balls to the wall, and it didn't work out for her. But, learning lesson, it is what it is. That's part of the reason why she moved down. But, Jillian said in a recent interview that she wants that fight back. And and I like that. You know what I'm saying? She said, because she said 12 weeks before that fight, I tore my ACL. She said, I'm not making excuses. She was like, but I tore my ACL because Jillian never reveals her injuries. Like, she deals with her injuries in silence. You never hear about Jillian Robertson injured, but she gets injured. You know what I'm saying? And she never publicly talks about her injuries. And she said, I tore my ACL 12 weeks before that fight. She was like, she said, I wasn't ready. She said, I should have pulled out of that fight and stuff. But it is what it is. But she was like, I want that fight back. I was like, oh, okay.
All right, BJ, okay. Colstrom said, how do you think Alima would do against Dakota?
Alima.
Get finished in like 5 seconds?
No, she ain't gonna get finished in 5 seconds, but that's a hard fight for Alima, That's a hard fight for McFarland. If that fight would have ever happened, like if she would have go to PFL or whatever, which I think if Alima wants to fight, that's where she needs to go. Because she was gonna fight in GFL. So if she wants to fight, she needs to go to PFL and rematch Liz Carmouche, you know what I'm saying? And get that run that back with Juliana Velasquez. Get that win back. Go in there and whoop Juliana Velasquez's ass again so that she can see who gets it. You know what I'm saying? Run it back with Kana Watanabe. That was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Run it in there with Jenna Bishop. Let's see what's going on with Jenna Bishop. I think that's a good fight for her. That's a good place for her to go. But Dakota Ditcheva is going to be a hard fight for Alima. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a hard fight for Alima. Yeah, for sure. Do I think Alima is elite and can compete with Juliana with Dakota Ditcheva? Absolutely. But it's a hard fight for her though.
Yeah, even a prime Alima Lay would have a hard time with her, man, because she's just got that. Oh man, I've just been looking back at some of Dakota's fights, and it's there's like a level of advancement she has that I can admit now that I'm watching more. Is just like the way she's taking some of these girls out so quick is just showing you that they ain't ready for that level of striking.
Yeah.
I can't just say, oh, every fighter is bad that she's fighting, because most of the time when these other girls fight each other, they kind of match up evenly. But if they just ain't ready on game, that's what I'm saying. Like, these girls got to be like conditioned in the body, man. Like, she just be tearing their bodies up, just
yeah, she does.
They're not ready,
Yeah.
But on that note, my man BJ,
yes, sir.
Hey, this was another good one, another good round we got in.
Absolutely, bro. These are fun, dude. Yep. It just don't be feeling like 2 weeks between. It feel like a week, bro. I'm telling you, it doesn't feel like 2 weeks between these things.
It really don't. Because when I turn around, I'll be like, oh snap, I gotta get on.
Yes, bro. Yeah, I love it though. These are fun. Great idea, Combo. These are fun.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We always be dropping some, gems on him.
Yes, sir.
When he's casuals too. But yeah.
They out there, that Colostrum one. I'm just playing Colostrum. I love you, homie. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let you get out of here, dude. And yeah, I'll see you on the next round. And I'll see all y'all Thursday. No Filter MMA, round by round. I just gotta figure out which one I'm gonna do first. I think I just gotta figure out which one I'm gonna do first. But I'm gonna watch them both. Don't even make my decision.
Just surprise us, man. Just surprise.
I'm gonna just surprise it. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. Yes, I'm gonna go watch them both and then decide which one I want to do first.
All right, sound good, bro. Yes, sir. Good show. Always good to talk to you, man.
Yes, sir. I'll catch you on the next one, bro.
Later. All right, y'all. Well, that was my man BJ, and we are about to shut this thing down. So make sure y'all hit this like button and subscribe here and over at BJ's channel, No Filter MMA. Going to 900, get him to 900, then we going to 1,000 next. So yeah, go ahead and do that. And yeah, I'll definitely tune in Thursday. I will be there Thursday, and I'm gonna try to drop a round by round on y'all Friday. But on that note, I am getting up out of here, y'all. Peace.